Welcome back to the research project subject. In this session, we enter to chapter 4, which is result and discussion. Here we transform raw data into meaningful insight. I will first walk through the descriptive result and key statistical test. Then we'll interpret the findings against the theoretical framework and prior studies, and finally discuss what the result mean in real organizational context. The analysis began with data screening and assumption testing. Missing values were minimal and handled using mean imputation for scale items with less than 5% missingness. Normality was acceptable for most variables based on skewness and kurtosis within plus minus 1.5. Multicollinearity was not a concern with variance inflation factors below 3.0 for all predictors. The final sample comprised 312 respondents across technology, education, and services, with balanced representation by gender and a mean age of 33.7 years. Most respondents reported working remotely 3 to 4 days per week, indicating a largely hybrid context rather than fully remote or fully on-site work. Descriptive statistics showed moderate to high level of perceived digital tool support and trust-based leadership, while communication clarity and greater variability across tips. Self-weighted productivity averaged 3.62 on a 5-point scale and supervisor rating averaged 3.55 with a moderate correlation R equal to 0.48. This suggests that while employees and supervisors broadly agreed, there was still meaningful independent variance to explain. Reliability for the multi-item construct was acceptable to strong, with Cronberg alpha ranging from 0.78 to 0.91, which support the internal consistency of our measurement model. Turning to hypothesis test, multiple regression indicated that digital tool support was a significant positive predictor of productivity. Beta value 0.24 and p value 0.001. 95% of CI roughly 0.12 to 0.36, and communication clarity showed an even stronger association where beta value is 0.31 and 95% of CI p value 0.001 roughly 0.19 to 0.44. Trust-based leadership was also significant where beta is 0.18, p value 0.004. Collectively, the model explained about 39% of the variance in the productivity, which is substantial for behavioral research. To probe more complex relationship, a moderated model suggested that trust-based leadership amplified the effect of digital tools on productivity. In terms with high trust, the slope of tool to productivity was steeper than in low trust teams. This supports the idea that technology is most effective when leaders empower rather than micromanage. To validate these patterns, we estimated a simple structural equation model aligning with the conceptual model. Measurement loadings were adequate and global fit indicate were within conventional threshold, for example, CFI around 0.95 and RMSEA near 0.5, reinforcing the robustness of the latent constructs and the structural paths. We also conducted robustness checks controlling for age, tenure, and industry. The coefficients remained directionally stable and statistically meaningful, suggesting the findings are not artifacts of sample composition. Interpreting the results, several insights emerged. First, the positive effects of digital tools align with the technology acceptance models, which emphasizes on usefulness and ease of use, where employees perceive collaboration platforms and project trackers as genuinely helpful and intuitive, productivity rises. Yet the stronger coefficient for communication clarity reveals that tools alone are insufficient. Team must coordinate it with expectation. deadline as well as the feedback loop to unlock inconsistent output. This resonates with organizational behavior research showing what role clarity and timely feedback are central to performance, especially when team members are distributed. Second, the moderating role of trust-based leadership echoes the Hirschberg's view that motivators such as the recognition and autonomy fuel performance. In practical terms, leaders who set outcomes, provide recognition, and avoid intrusive surveillance appear to help remote teams convert to digital capacity to tangible results. Conversely, when leadership leans toward the micromanagement, employees may underutilize tools, hesitate to share early drafts, and experience reduced psychological safety, dampening the productivity gains that technology could deliver. Third, the descriptive patterns help reconcile mixed findings in the literature. Prior studies that reported declines in creativity may have examined teams with low communication clarity or weak leadership trust. Our data suggests that when those social conditions are strong, remote and hybrid teams can match or exit traditional office productivity. For instance, respondents who reported structured virtual brainstorming, such as short-time ideation bursts followed by the asynchronized refinement, also reported higher creativity scores without sacrificing task completion rates. This points to the importance of process design, not merely the place of work. Finally, the effect sizes merit attention from the practitioners. While the statistical significance is clear, the practical significance lies in how modest, scalable changes can produce cumulative gains. Improving communication clarity by standardizing weekly check-ins, using shared dashboards, and agreeing on response time norms yield meaningful improvements in both self and supervisor-related performance. Similarly, leadership training that emphasizes trust, outcome-based management, and constructive feedback can magnify the benefits of existing technology investment, often without the major new costs. In summary, Chapter 4 presented rigorous tests showing that digital tools support communication clarity and trust-based leadership significantly predict productivity in remote and hybrid contexts, with leadership strengthening the link between tools and productivity. These results are consistent with our theoretical anchors and help explain inconsistency in prior studies by highlighting the social conditions that enable technology to work. With these insights established, we are ready to proceed to Chapter 5, which is conclusion, where we will synthesize the findings, discuss the implications, acknowledge limitation, and offer practical recommendations for organizations and future research.